Hi, Dr. Alex. People ask me a lot about the startup visa. So is startup visa is a investor program?
No, it's not. And the reason why people ask, I can explain that because people always ask about something they familiar with, they know something about. Remember, Startup Visa is a very new program, still very new.
Yeah.
What people are referring to, it's an old program where it worked on federal level, then it worked in Quebec. Now it's suspended in Quebec because it's not a very good program. Passive investment is not good for economy. Startup Visa is active business program, active participation. People do not invest money and stay still. They build the business. They actively participate in business. So for that very reason, it's not investor program.
Yeah.
And another part of explanation can be very simple. There is no required amount of investment. So this is not investment.
What about the entrepreneur provincial nomination?
The provincial nominee entrepreneur program is kind of investment program. Why? Because investment that entrepreneur make into the program, into developing of his own business, is one of the criteria. How much money you invest total. People don't understand that succeed in provincial nominee program, people have to spend at least $1 million.
Yeah.
So we're talking about huge investment into something that you may fail. So this is dangerous program, I would say, provincial nominee, but startup is not investment.
So yeah, people always go, when I invest, I pay money for the startup visa.
Right.
So that is not the invest.
No, it's not. The startup visa expenses are expenses. Usually we divide them in 3 parts. Okay. One is government fees, yeah. Another one is legal fees, and last one is operational fees. And operational fees include everything that requires to maintain, build, maintain, and expand business. So we created the budget where people have certain expenses and they know how much money they have to spend, and those are not investment, those are expenses. And if they pay from the business, it's tax deductible. If they pay personally, it's their personal expenses, but this is not investment. And I think this best definition of startup from investment perspective.
So is there any chance client so they can pay the more money for the business or requirement?
No, there is no requirement.
Okay.
There is no limit. And for example, we have clients who say, okay, I pay what I need to pay as expenses, and then I would like to invest in business or startup. We say, you're welcome, because you definitely can do that. It's not a problem. I mean, you can invest as much as you want outside of expenses. And people like it because this way they can contribute to business what they want. So, and that part would be investment.
I know the startup visa is a partner, is an applicant with the investor work together, right?
Yes.
So when the investor, angel investor will exit?
Well, when and if both parties mutually agree to part ways.
All right.
If they decide to continue working together, they continue working. Again, see, that's the benefit of startup visa, yeah. Because people free in their decision.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful because nobody controls them, right?
All right.
So in this case, angel investor or venture capital investor, they work with that applicant entrepreneur directly, and government does not monitor it.
Oh,
so that's great.
That's great.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.